Action? You said action? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hi everybody, we're back. We have internet that works. We got some crazy internet speed. We got fresh fruits and veggies coming out of the gardens. I got some fresh raspberries. I'm gonna make a mixed berry pie today. I got the recipe off the internet, and I'm making it for the first time, so I'm kind of excited because you know how we like to do first time things together. Tim's behind the camera, so it's a little more exciting. I can be animated. You can see me up here, woo, instead of just looking down at the bowl, which you've been for the last month. And I'm going to be using, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. So what I've already done ahead of time to save some time, because I guess some of these, Tim's kind of picking on me about how some of these are pretty lengthy sometimes. So the raspberries that are in here came out of our raspberry patch. We just planted it last year. We started out with 24 plants, and then we now have 95. The 24 plants have given us enough berries to make a pie, and the 95 are growing into it, so next year we're going to have some crazy raspberries. We're excited. We'll probably freeze some next year. The blueberries came from an awesome woman in Stowe. Tim and I were up looking at the bears on the building. If you haven't done that, up on the Stowe Road, right, honey? You're going up on the Smugs Road. Smugs, right? Smugs, and you're going up, and it's over just before you get to one of those lodges, or just after it. And there's some, they've made it so that there's a mother bear pretending to sit on top of the building, and 3 cubs kind of climbing up to get to her.
Yeah, just before you get to Smugs. Just
before you get to Smugs. And so he took me up there, and when we were coming back down the side, I saw this sign for blueberries, and went up the very long road and found these wonderful organic blueberries. And the blackberries are ridiculously huge size that I got from Hannaford's because there's no blackberries yet. So while you guys were, while you guys were just doing your thing, not knowing I'm taping, I had taken the time to put together 2 cups of raspberries, 1 cup of blackberries of ridiculous size. I asked him if he wanted me to cut them in half, and he goes, nah, they'll probably cook down. We'll see. That'll be an experiment. And 1 1/2 of the fresh blueberries. And into this, I put 1/2 cup of sugar, because see how they're working now? 1/2 cup of sugar and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Yes, you probably can replace, you can replace the cornstarch with tapioca if you'd like. We seem to have had a tapioca problem around here where it's disappeared and was hard to find, and so I'm kind of like holding on to a tapioca I have with steely fingers because I need it for all strawberry dishes and stuff, so. Anyway, so in here's 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. To save time as well, you've seen me make several pies at this point, so you know how to make the pie crust. It's 2 cups of flour, 2/3 cup of shortening, and a pinch of salt, and approximately 1 cup of milk. You make sure you cut it before you put the milk in it. You cut it like this to make sure your shortening cuts all the way through the flour. Then you put your milk in, and you get the right consistency. I've already rolled out the bottom crust. You've seen me roll crust several times. The one thing I've never done before, and this is in this recipe, so I'm kind of interested in how this is going to turn out, is they said to take 1 large egg and brush the whole bottom of your pie crust. I've never done this before, and I'm kind of excited to see why we're doing this and what the difference is. What it's going to do to the pie crust. Does it add anything really neat to it? Does it just texture? I don't know. So I'm pretty excited about this. So here's my large egg. And we're going to do the same thing to the top afterwards too. But first of all, here's the bottom. Okay, so I feel like we've really coated that up pretty well. Yes? What do you think, Tim? So there.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take my mixture, which has had plenty of time. The berries have started working. See all that nice juice? The berries have worked their way around, so as long as you don't have to do this way ahead of time or anything, like with some of the other ones, like with tapioca for sure, you have to set this aside 15 minutes before you can even use your berries that have started working. But this one is just if you're using cornstarch, you just keep stirring them until you see no visible sign of cornstarch. You don't have to wait the 15 minutes to activate the tapioca like the other one does. So that's kind of a bonus to this one too. Look how pretty that is. Anybody think that's super pretty, or is it just me? Super pretty, isn't it? So yeah. Now, another cool thing is, as with all of my berries, you know how I am. I put a little butter on there. So I'm gonna make butter pads and just kind of, it says 2 tablespoons, so I'm gonna kind of work my way into 2 tablespoons by just kind of making little butter pads and placing them around my fruit that's in here already activated. Isn't this pretty already, guys? I love it. And because I kept my butter in the package, I can always just check to see how far I am in. So that's 1 tablespoon. So I'll just kind of keep going until I've used 2 tablespoons. We have been having a blast. We did come across with some stress, our potato bugs, right, babe? And we've been doing what we're supposed to with those and battling those. We will have some really good fruit next year for sure. There's 2 tablespoons now. You can see I'm at the 2 tablespoon mark. And there you go. The garden is amazing. We've gotten a couple of cucumbers already. Actually, last night I was nighttime pulling, because I love to pull weeds, like just before dark and stuff, but the sun's gone. It's just the right coolness. And I was pulling all the grass that had kind of grown around my all the different cucumber plants. And oh my God, I found some very hidden treasures in there. I have at least a half dozen cucumbers ready to be picked today. I thought I'd let them be in the sun one more day, and especially since they hadn't seen too much of the sun, they'd been underneath. So, all right, so now we're at the part where, as you can see, your berries are in there, your butter's in there. And now I already pre-rolled out this, because you guys have seen me do this 1,000 times, so I didn't waste your time with rolling out dough. Place it over the top. And I'm going to do what I always do. This time I think I'm going to make this one stand up, because, you know, there's different decorations you can do. So I'm going to cut it because it's obviously too big. That's what you're supposed to do. Cut it, and then I will join it or marry it or whatever you want to say with the bottom that's already in there, and see if we can seal it, flute it, and get ready to put it in the oven. Now this pie goes into a 425 degree oven and because it's so hot, we're going to do what we have done a few times. We're going to use these around the outside so that it doesn't burn our crust. You know how when I fluted it up, and I'll do it in a minute, I do it all the way around. 15 minutes at 425, and then about a half an hour at 375 when you take these off. So when you've got your 15 minutes done at 425, go in, grab these guys off your pie, turn your temperature down to 375, and finish baking your pie for a half an hour.
Or
so,
25, you can just put it out in the driveway.
Pretty much today you probably could put it out in the driveway. Good point, love bug. So yeah, well, that's pretty thick. Didn't cut a lot off on that side. I got a pretty thick crust over there. On this side, it's what it's supposed to be. So yeah, we're kind of excited. We're going to get some blackberry plants this year. A neighbor of ours has consented to allowing us to have blackberries, and so we're going to go and pull some blackberry plants so we'll be able to have our own blackberries someday as well. And this is, I'm going to do this one today where we call it pinching of the nose. See? Pinch, 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 pinch. And I'm going to go all the way around pinching, which you've seen me do this before. But there's been other decorations, other ways. You can get a fork and, you know, go around it. You know, like if you had a real fork, you go around like this. You can, there's all different kinds to do it. You can cut your crust in strips and lay it like a basket, going this way and then this way, and it kind of looks like a little basket or something when it's done. You could do that, and it's, oh, there's so many different ways to do. I like doing apple pie like that once in a while. That's really decorative. And then of course, make sure that you flute it. Make sure you get your holes, your air holes in there. And that's it. So I'm going in the oven like this at 425 for the first 15 minutes, and that's it. And then when the 15 minutes is up, I'm going to take those off my crust. I'm going to cook it for 375 for another half an hour, and that is as easy as the berry pie is. Timothy, you're bad, stop doing that. So it's very easy. This pie was 2 pie crusts, a large, oh, don't want to forget my
you forgot your egg.
Painting my egg, guys. Hey, hello, paint my egg wash again. 1 large egg to do an egg wash. I've never done this before, like I said, so I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to turn out. See what this adds, because I know what my crusts have been. My whole life I've been making pie for years and years and years, And I don't know what this is going to do. So if you know what this is going to do before I know what this is going to do, send me a note at the bottom of this. Tell me, hey, Paula, that's what this is for. And I will know. And I can pass that.
Well, you don't set off smoke.
We can pass that information along to all of our friends. So now I'm going to put this back on here. I love these. I don't even remember where I got them. It was one of those out of a catalog, you know, for like, oh no, I think I got them like at a dollar store for 99 cents or something. And that's it. So it's as easy as 1 large egg, 1 cup of blackberries, 2 cups of raspberries, 1.5 cup of blueberries. I think that's the way it goes. Yep, 1.5 cup of blueberries, 2 cups of raspberries, and 1 cup of blackberries. And then you've got your 1/2 cup of sugar, your 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, or you can actually use the tapioca. But remember, if you use tapioca, you have to wait the 15 minutes to activate that tapioca, because all those juices will do the same thing here. And that's it. That's how fun this is. So we're back on. We're back here. We're back in business. Yes, you know what I'm going to do with this? What I did before. See what I got here? I got enough. I'm going to make me a rag muffin. I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to butter it. I'm going to put brown sugar, cinnamon, and some honey. I'm going to roll it up, and I'm going to butter the outside of it, and I'm going to stick it in beside the pie when it's down at the 375. I'm not wasting anything. Nothing at all. So, oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you too, Tim's trying to hit the off button so bad he can't stand it. You should see the faces he's making and the way he's pretending to hit the off button with his finger. Cut it out. So, I apologize. I've done a bad twice. I have been trying to remember to tape the last couple of days that beautiful salad that I sent the recipe online for, because I made the salad that night. I'm not supposed to be playing with this. I made the salad that night, the pasta salad, the tricolor salad. I will make another one today or tomorrow for our dinner to show you. I did put the recipe up, but you know what? It is kind of fun to see it. I get that, and people really want to see it made. So everybody says, well, that's a traditional. Everybody can make that easy. Yep, we'll just do it together just so you can see what you're doing. And Sunny was here the other night with Danielle. I had my girls here with the babies. And Sunny made the most ridiculous hamburgers, and I was so mad because halfway through her putting all of her ingredients in the hamburgers, I was like, why are we taping? This could be the tape for tonight, the film for tonight. So I apologize. I'm going to have Sunny back over in a few days and have her make those ridiculous hamburgers again. Sunny does not. Tim's traditional for just taking the hamburger and just making big old burgers. And once in a while he'll put like onions. I like to put garlic in mine, and then he kind of just goes to the grill with it. Sunny was like onions and well, I'm not going to give it away. She had some crazy fun ingredients in there and makes. They were good burgers, weren't they, babe?
Yep.
She puts cheeses in it and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to have her come back and do live with you on that soon. Hopefully this week. For baking a turkey on Tuesday, my family was completely in different places on Thanksgiving. And Danielle, even though she was in Vermont, didn't come here. She goes to her mother-in-law's, and Sunny was in New York City. So on Tuesday night, we're having Thanksgiving at our house. We're roasting a turkey and a bunch of fixings. So if you want to see any part of that being done live, make a comment down here and let me know. And as Sunny says, what's her goodbye speech just before we hang up here? It's something like, check me out on YouTube, hit like, recommend it to your friends, that kind of thing. She has a speech in which she'll give you again next week. So a lot of exciting things coming up. I haven't gone. I'm here. I'm sorry I forgot to tape a few good things that have gone by, but that's okay. We'll just go forward. Bye.